Now students, we will learn about trigonometric identities. Identities are the relations which are true for all values. Now these relations are in terms of trigonometric terms or trigonometric ratios. So the first identity in terms of trigonometry is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. The second trigonometric identity, secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. The third one is cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. You might have noticed one thing, the identities are in squares. Now, how we can prove these identities geometrically? So we'll use a very simple concept to prove these identities. So let's start. Let's prove the first one. So let's write down, let triangle ABC in which angle B equal to 90 degree and angle C equal to theta. All of you make a right angle triangle. Make a right angle triangle A, B, C. So the theta angle is at C. Now use Pythagoras theorem. Use Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Now I am going for sine. The ratio of sine is P upon H. I am also taking cos. The ratio of cos is B upon H. So both of them are containing hypotenuse. So divide by AC square. So AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square, AC square upon AC square. They'll cancel out. You can write down AB upon AC whole square plus BC upon AC whole square equal to 1. Now look here. AB is coming opposite to theta. This is your perpendicular. AC is your hypotenuse. It is coming to opposite to 90 degree. So you can write down P upon H whole square plus BC. BC is acting as base. So you can write down B upon H whole square. Now P upon H according to Pandit Badri Prasad is sine square theta or sine theta whole square. You can write down sine theta whole square plus cos theta whole square equal to 1. So sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. This is the proof of the first identity. Now we'll go to the proof of second identity. We'll do the proof on the similar lines. Let triangle ABC in which angle B equal to 90 degree and angle C equal to theta. Again, all of you make a right angle triangle. All of you make a right angle triangle. A, B, C. This is your 90 degree. This is your theta. Now, by using Pythagoras theorem AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now I am dealing with secant theta. The ratio of secant theta is base upon, hypotenuse upon base. The ratio of secant theta is hypotenuse upon base. I am dealing with tan theta. The ratio of tan theta is perpendicular upon base. So base is coming in the denominator. So you divide by base. So let's decide which is base. In front of theta, it is perpendicular. In front of 90 degree, it is hypotenuse. And the adjacent side to theta is your base. So divide by BC square. So AC square upon BC square equal to AB square upon BC square plus BC square upon BC square. So BC square will cancel out. AC upon BC whole square, AB upon BC whole square plus 1. So AC is acting as hypotenuse. You can write on hypotenuse. BC is as base equal to AB as perpendicular, BC as base plus 1. Now H upon B is secant theta, P upon B is tan theta. According to Pandit Badri Prasad, you can shift this value to this side. So you'll get secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Now we'll go to the third proof. Let triangle ABC, in which angle B equal to 90 degree, angle C equal to theta. All of you make a right angle triangle. A, B, C. This is 90 degree. This is your theta. Now you can decide which is perpendicular in base and hypotenuse. In front of theta, we are focusing on this angle. We were focusing on this angle. So this is perpendicular, the side opposite to angle theta. The side opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse, because hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle, and the adjacent side to theta is base. Now by Pythagoras theorem, using Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now I am dealing with cosec theta. The ratio of cosec theta is H upon P, and I am dealing with cot theta. The ratio of cot theta is B upon P. So we are getting perpendicular in the denominator. So divide by AB square, because we have decided perpendicular is AB. So AC square upon AB square, AB square upon AB square plus BC square upon AB square. AB square will cancel out. AC upon AB whole square, 1 plus BC upon AB whole square. Now AC is hypotenuse, AB is perpendicular, BC is base, AB is perpendicular. Now according to Pandit Badri Prasad, H upon P is cosec square theta, cosec theta square plus 1 plus cot square theta. Shift cot square to this side. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. This is the third identity. So we have proved all the identities with very simple concept of geometry by using Pythagoras theorem. Now we'll learn the application of them. Now students will remember these formulas, how to learn these formulas, and what extra formulas are required before tackling the questions, before solving the questions. Now let's see. Now look at the trigonometric identities. We have studied sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. This is a standard form. Now we used to search this formula in every question, but it cannot be in the same pattern there in the question. It can be written in different forms. So sometimes sine square can be written as 1 minus cos square, or 1 minus cos square can be written as sine square. Cos square can be written as 1 minus sine square, or 1 minus sine square can be written as cos square. So every formula can be remembered in 6 different ways. So it depends on the form or type in which the formula is required in the question. So you have to remember formula in every form. Second one is secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Or 1 can be written as secant square minus tan square. Similarly, you can transpose tan to this side. You can get, if you transpose tan to this side, you get secant square is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Or secant square theta minus 1 equal to tan square. Now, 1 plus tan square theta can be written as secant square theta also. And tan square theta can be written as secant square theta minus 1. So again, this identity also can be remembered in 6 different ways. Similarly, the third one, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. Or 1 can be written as cosec square minus cot square. Now if you shift this cot square to this side, you can get cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Or 1 plus cot square theta can be written as cosec square. So in some of the question, the formula can be used cosec square minus cot square equal to 1. In some of the question, it will be in this form. You are getting 1 plus cot square. Then you have to write on cosec square. Similarly, cosec square minus 1 can be written as cot square. Now, my identities are in squares. So every time, every question cannot be in squares. It can be having power more than 2 or less than 2. So then I have to convert the question in terms of simple ratios, the basic ratios, that is sine, cos and tan. So you must know the basic formula also. Cosec theta equal to 1 upon sine theta, sec theta equal to 1 upon cos theta, cot theta 1 upon tan theta, tan theta equal to sine theta upon cos theta, and cot theta equal to cos theta upon sine theta. So these many trigonometric formulas we must know. Along with these trigonometric identities, I must know the algebraic identities also, which are studied in lower classes, class 9th and class 8th. They will help you to raise the power. If suppose power is less than 2, then you can make it 2. Or if it is more than 2, then you can break the power. Suppose if it is in cubes, then you have to come to a squares, because you can apply the identity only when it is in squares. So let's learn the basic algebraic identities also. A plus b whole square equal to a square plus b 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. Then a plus b plus c whole square, a square plus b square plus c square plus twice of ab plus twice of bc plus twice of ca. Then a plus b cube whole cube, then a minus b whole cube, then a cube minus b cube, a plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. Similarly, a cube minus b cube, then you have a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equal to a plus b plus c, a square plus b square minus ab minus bc minus ca. and in the end you can have, if a plus b plus c equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal to 3abc. So these identities will help you in solving the questions. They'll help you to convert the question in the standard form. If the question is not in standard form, they'll help you. So now we'll start solving the questions of 8.4 exercise. Now students, we'll start solving the questions with the help of identities. So first of all, we'll take up those questions where identities can be applied directly. Now identities can be applied directly only if they are in the standard form. In the square, power is 2. So now let's tackle few questions. Question number 4 of exercise 8.4. Now the first question is 9 secant square a minus 9 tan square a. Take out 9 common. Secant square a minus tan square a. Now this is the most easiest question. Now this is already in the standard form. So the direct identity can be used. 9 secant, so secant square minus tan square a equal to 1. So you can write down it's 1. In brackets you can give the reasons. In brackets you can write down the reason. Secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. This is the reason. So your answer is 9. So these type of question you can get in terms of MCQs, 1 mark questions. Similarly, you can come to the fourth part. Now look here. Look at the numerator. 1 plus tan square. Now the formula is not in standard formula, is there another form. 1 plus tan square a, it can be written as secant square a, and 1 plus cot square is known as cosec square a, cosecant square a. So you have used the formula 1 plus, now this formula, the formula is same, secant square minus tan square a, but it is not used in this format. It is used in this format. 1 plus tan square theta equal to secant square theta. So you can write down. Similarly, you can write down for cosec. Now you can simplify it more. Secant can be written in the simplest form by writing in terms of sine and cos. 1 upon cos square upon 1 upon sine square. So it's a double fraction, and all of you know how to solve the double fraction. It will be multiplied, so it will become sine square a upon cos square a. So it is tan square a. So you can check which option is this. So this is also of the MCQ type or 1 mark question. Now the third question can be asked. You have to write, fill up the blank. You have to fill up the blank by using identities. Now look here. So 2 secant theta, you can write on LHS, so equal to 1 minus sine square theta, and you can write on 1 minus sine square theta as cos square theta. Now root can only cancel if there is a square inside. So 2 secant theta into cos theta. Now secant theta is reciprocal of cos. So cos and cos will cancel out. So the answer is what? 2. Now you can have a question of this type also. Prove the two sides. Left hand equal to right hand, or right hand equal to left hand. So we have three ways of solving it. We can solve left hand, then we go on solving, reach right hand side, or solve right hand side, come to left hand side, or solve left hand and right hand separately, you get the same answer. So normally what we do, we select that side which is having more terms, because we are having more options. We like cancellation of terms. Okay, so that means we can reduce the number of terms. From 10 terms we can make it 2, but From 2 we cannot make it 10. So now LHS equal to 1 minus sine square A secant square A. Now 1 minus sine square A equal to cos square A into secant square A. Now as I want the answer as 1, so they must cancel out. And as you know, cos and secant are they are reciprocal of each other. 1 upon cos square A. So cos square A will cancel out. It is your RHS. So therefore LHS equal to RHS. Now come to this side. Take LHS 4 tan square A minus 4 cos square A. Take out 4 common. Tan square A minus 1 upon cos square A. Now I have studied the identity tan square minus secant square minus tan square. So 1 upon cos can be written as secant square. So, but I have studied secant square minus tan square. It is tan square minus secant square. So there is a problem of sign. So you can take negative sign common. So that will adjust the signs. Secant square A minus tan square A. Now you can use the identity. It's 1. So it is equal to minus 4 equal to RHS. Therefore LHS equal to RHS. Now students, we'll take up those questions which are not in standard form. So when they are not in standard form, we have to convert them into standard form, or we have to bring in the power of 2 so that we can apply the trigonometric identity. So what are the methods to convert them into standard form? Like rationalization. The first one is rationalization. You can take the LCM also, but we'll take up the questions which can be tackled with rationalization. So you can rationalize the denominator or numerator, and then you can apply algebraic formula. After rationalization, you have to search for algebraic formula. Then you can use a trigonometric identity. So let's start. The LHS is 1 plus sine theta upon 1 minus sine theta. So look at single numerator, single denominator, single fraction. So we cannot take the LCM also, so we have to go for rationalization. So rationalize denominator. So if you rationalize the denominator, let's see what you get. 1 plus sine theta upon 1 minus sine theta into 1 plus sine theta, 1 plus sine theta. Now look at the numerator. They are same terms. So when same terms are multiplied, it converted into square, whole square. 1 plus sine theta whole square. Now look at the denominator. A minus B, A plus B. As I told you, after rationalization, search for algebraic formula. A square minus B square. 1 minus sine square theta. Now after algebraic, which door will open for trigonometric? Now the things in standard form. So 1 minus sine square can be written as cos square theta. Now you can take square as common. Whole square. So squares will cancel out. Now when the squares have been cancelled out, so you are left with 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta. Now you separate the denominators. 1 upon cos theta, 1 upon cos theta plus sine theta upon cos theta. So 1 upon cos theta is secant theta plus tan theta, which is equal to RHS. Now similarly, you can tackle the first part of question number 5. RHS. You can solve it from RHS also. So RHS 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. Now rationalize. Denominator. So 1 minus cos theta 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta upon 1 minus cos theta. Now look at the numerator. The brackets are same. So you will get 1 minus cos theta whole square. But after rationalization, you have to search for algebraic formula. Look at the denominator. 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta is in standard form. So you can use the trigonometric formula. After algebraic, move to trigonometry. Cos theta upon sine square theta upon sine square theta. Now take out the power 2 common. 1 minus cos theta upon sine theta. So 1 upon sine theta plus, this is not plus, minus cos theta upon sine theta whole square. So 1 upon sine theta is cosec theta minus cot theta whole square, which is equal to LHS. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Now similarly you can do this question. You can rationalize this also separately. You can rationalize this also and then add. So you can try this question in the homework on the similar lines. So rationalize the numerator and rationalize this first term and rationalize the second term. You will get one answer for this, one answer for this. Add them and just solve it.